Hey everybody, coming at you with a brief webinar on home-based fitness and specifically home-based fitness anxiety. So I'm getting a lot of people now because of social distancing and whatever, their gyms are closed, they have to work out at home. Some are writing me they've even abandoned working out at all. Oh, the gym's not open, can't do anything for fitness, and they're off their diet, they're off their fitness regimen. None of that needs to happen. So you can look at home-based fitness as the next chapter in your fitness journey. To have home-based fitness anxiety over the fact that you're now having to do some workouts at home for an extended period of time, it shouldn't cause anxiety. Home-based fitness, why so serious? It can be fun, and it can be something, it can be a voyage of discovery, as all your fitness workouts and journeys should be. So, but your personal fitness regimen, it matters now more than ever. Self-care is really important to get through any kind of stressful event like we're all going through right now. So self-care isn't selfish care, but it certainly is all about taking care of yourself. And that's what I want to talk about in terms of these home-based workouts and home-based fitness, because I think a lot of people are just looking at it completely the wrong way, and it's adding even more anxiety and stress onto an already stressful situation. So you're working out at home now for the foreseeable future, more than likely. But too many of you, like I said, you're looking at it the wrong way. This isn't a curse, and it doesn't have to be just about fitness maintenance. All right, this can be a blessing in disguise. All right, this may be an opportunity within a problem. So too many people, they see problems within every opportunity instead of seeing opportunity existing within specific problems. So I'm going to give you some personal experience, and I'm going to share with you some thoughts I think you should consider. So let's get going. Now, I've had a home gym, the Dungeon, as you all know, for many, many years, and I'll give you some key insights on that. And this may show you some possibilities that you didn't consider before, but let's consider some in terms of the overall context of home-based fitness and exercising and working out from home. Now, first, let me just clarify. The kind of trainee out there who follows my work these days for the last few years is a specific demographic, and I'll get to that. But if you're following me, start asking yourself this question instead of looking at home-based fitness as some kind of limitation. Ask yourself, do I really need a gym? For some of you who lack space at home, etc., the answer is yes, you need a gym facility and you have to make do for now. But for many of you, you've never even considered asking the question before, and now training at home gives you a unique opportunity for insight, but you have to ask the right questions, and then you have to think the right thoughts. So I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I'm going to make a few points as well. But you have to stop looking just because it was inflicted upon you. You don't have to look at home-based fitness as a curse. It can be a blessing in disguise. So point number one, how much money do you spend per month on your gym membership? And have you factored in hidden costs as well? Now, some of you may be saying, well, what are the hidden costs for a gym membership? I pay my monthly fee, I show up, I work out. But there are hidden costs. Like for some of you, maybe your gym is out of the way and there's fuel costs going to and from the gym. And that may or may not be a consideration for you, but time in transit may be, sitting in traffic going to and from the gym. That might be a hidden cost because time is money as well, and that's something you should consider. More importantly, one of the hidden costs for the gym, especially the last 15 years or so, is dressing for the gym. And what I mean by that, well, dressing for the gym has become a huge industry. So factor in your hidden costs of your monthly gym membership, dressing for the gym, into your membership cost. Because let's face it, some of these fitness wear stores, lemon, are priced insanely. And if you were working out at home, would you need to spend as much, or would you want to? So I recently had this conversation with a housewife who talked about, what it takes to like work out at the gym memberships for her and her husband, etc. And she told me when she shops at one of these fitness fashion stores, her bill is often more than $1,000 just in one visit to shopping there. Now I'm going to give you an example from my own personal experience. There was a person a couple years ago following on YouTube, and all that person wanted to always say was nothing about the YouTube post, but always how ridiculous I looked in my workout wear. And it was commenting on this and commenting on that. And they didn't seem to understand this is an important point that I want to get across in terms of your hidden cost of your gym membership. Now, look at this t shirt. And I deliberately wore this for this video to remind you of what I'm trying to get at here about cost benefit analysis and blessings versus curses, etc. You know what I paid for this shirt? I paid $3. Yeah, $3. And I bought 4 of them. So that's $12. Because when I'm working out at home, do I care how fitness fashionable I am when no one's going to see me anyway? Now, the last time I was in one of the stores to a fitness supply store, I needed to buy training shoes, etc. I looked at a t-shirt in one of those stores and it was $59.99. Now, I'm training at home in my dungeon and then I go up and have a shower, so I don't consider those kind of things in terms of quality of being fitness fashionable and having my pants match my shirt and my shirt and pants match my shoes and all the rest of it, because I train at home in the dungeon. So I can look for the place where I shop for groceries also has cheap clothing, so I look there. Like I said, $3. I bought 4 of them for $12. That'll last me 6 months to a year of training in the gym. So that's one thing. The other thing I do in terms of, because I train at home and save costs, my nicer t-shirts that I wear to go out and this and that when I wear when I leave the house, when I buy new ones, then the old ones, they also become workout shirts. So again, there's no new expense there added into having to be fitness fashionable for working out in a commercial gym, in a public gym, that you have to factor into your training expenses. So you can see you can save a lot of money training at home, because let's face it, with this current crisis and to follow, all right, saving money is about to be a priority for everybody. And working out at home could cut your fitness fashion expense dramatically, because who cares when you're working out at home, right? And that's an important thing. So my point here is, don't stress, invest. So people are writing me and they're so stressed about the current situation of having to work out at home. But instead, look at it another way. Don't stress, invest, because home-based fitness may be an answer for you that you've never considered before. So consider this. You could invest a few months of the gym membership fees and other gym associated hidden fees, like I just said, fitness fashion, especially for the ladies, and you could invest that money into getting started with a home gym setup. You could start with a couple sets of resistance bands on the cheap, and a little at a time, you could add an adjustable bench and selectorized dumbbells that take up very little space. I've done a whole video on this, and we'll throw a link up on the screen here for you as well on how to set up your own home gym. You can follow along on the YouTube channel and take a look at my dungeon. And you can take your time and establish that over time. You don't have to spend a lot of money up front, and you will save a lot of money down the road. Now, if you know someone who knows what they're doing when it comes to designing workout programs, then in the interim, body weight exercises and limited equipment can go a long way to saving you time and money, and home workouts can become a blessing, not a curse. That's one of the reasons we just released my flexible fitness protocol way before we were actually finished doing it, to try to help people figure out some scenarios for working out at home if they may not be well supplied in terms of equipment, etc., etc. And look, if home workouts weren't forced upon you like some kind of bad medicine, and social isolation is mandatory, your mind may be more open to the notion of this being an opportunity that you've never considered before. It's not a curse, and a lot of people choose to work out at home. When I initially did my dungeon tour and how to set up a home gym videos and things like that, a lot of people jumped on it. And what it turns out is they were being proactive rather than reactive. So now when the situation calls that they have to train out at home, they have equipment. They have resistance bands. They know body weight exercises because they've invested in other of my programs or other programs that are out there. So it's very, very easy to do if you are proactive in preparation. So home-based fitness anxiety doesn't make sense. So first, why so serious? This is a situation that gives you a chance to find new ways of working out that can be fun. Doesn't have to be some, like I said, some kind of bad medicine or some kind of curse. Now, mostly home-based fitness, I'm talking here about the kind of people who follow me, regular people with real lives and real jobs and everything that goes along with that. And saving time and money is an important consideration. My followers tend to be a little bit older. They aren't trying to make a living off their physiques, and they have no interest in living in the gym either. So, most of you following me, listening to me, you're not so physically jacked that you need to be in a facility with heavy commercial equipment and barbells and plates because you're not loading hundreds and hundreds of pounds on a leg press machine and things like that. So you could easily transition to home-based fitness as your base and then have other scenarios, commercial-based equipment, be the option rather than the go-to. And then home-based training could be your actual sustainable way to look at working out. Now, of course, this isn't most of my clients and followers. Listen, you want to look better, you want to feel better, and yes, your personal fitness regimen, like I said, is more important now than ever because self-care becomes not just a way to stay healthy, but a way to stay sane when you're practicing social isolation as well, because there's a new normal here and you need to embrace it, not resist it. Resistance is the path that creates anxiety and stress. Acceptance is the path that relieves anxiety and stress. So home training can solve more problems than it creates. Let's put that up on the screen for you. Home-based training can solve more problems than it creates. It's all in how you look at it. If you see home-based training as some kind of frustration scenario that's causing anxiety and adding to the crisis, then that's what you're going to experience. But if you see home-based training as an opportunity to learn more about how to use your body weight in certain exercises and how to develop programs and how to use minimal space and maximum ways, then you could have a lot of fun with this. Now, yes, indeed, some hardcore folks need a fully equipped facility, but I'm betting that most of you do not. I mean, I train at home, and I'm from that hardcore world, and I haven't been part of that hardcore world in years and years and years. But I love training at home. So, like I say, my morning commute is from upstairs to downstairs. So I'm betting that most of you don't even require a fully equipped commercial facility to work out. But you haven't considered permanent home-based fitness before, and why not? It is an opportunity to consider. It doesn't have to be something that's been inflicted upon you. So just with a little bit of acceptance of home-based fitness and some external help with program design and a minimal investment in some space-saving training implements like resistance bands, selectorized dumbbells, an adjustable bench, you may just find that home training is better training. All right, saving you time, saving you money, and let's face it, never having to worry about catching viruses from shared equipment and shared facilities in commercial fitness places. Because let's get real about getting real. After this crisis is over, that fear and worry about catching something in commercial gyms and commercial spaces, it's going to be in the back of everyone's minds now moving forward. So there's no need right now to have home-based fitness cause anxiety. It should still be something that you double down on to relieve anxiety. Some of us are ahead of the curve. We've already been training at home for a long, long time, months or even years, and always sort of adding a little to our home-based setup. But you can do that now. You don't have to think that there's some sort of forced upon you limitation in terms of working out at home. There's a lot of benefits, and you're not going to discover them until you actually stop resisting and stop having this mindset that it's been forced upon you to work out at home. If you're not making a living off your physique and you have a real life and a real job, then home-based fitness is an opportunity you should consider making permanent. So join the home gym club. Membership has its privileges, but really, for the time being, change the way you look at things, and the things you look at will change. And what that means is home-based fitness anxiety. Why so serious? Have some fun with it. Look to people who understand program design and exercise physiology, things like that. If you don't know where to start, like I said, my flexible fitness protocol that we release could help you with this as well. I'm not pushing that on anybody. I'm just saying it's out there. But really, change the way you look at working out at home, because you might find that this is a blessing in disguise, and it's not the curse that a lot of you are thinking that it is. And thinking that way is just defeating how you can make the best out of this situation and even make it a permanent best for yourself. So again, home-based fitness anxiety makes no sense to me. That's why. Start asking yourself the right questions, how you can make things look better. And here I am in my $3 workout t-shirt, going to get ready to do some hanging and banging. So hopefully that was helpful to you guys. If it was in any way, hit the subscribe button. We're always releasing stuff. I'm going to be doing a lot more exercises and sequences that can be applied at home with body weight or limited equipment, so look for those. And I hope you'll hit the subscribe button. I hope you'll leave me some comments below on what you think of this video. Did you like it? Did I give you something to think about? What did I miss? All those kind of things. But hopefully you're all staying well during this crisis, and you're all being well, not just during this crisis, but moving forward afterwards. So home-based fitness is an opportunity you may not have considered before. And I'll see you all in the next video.